Yeah. Oh,
Thank
you give us a thumbs up? We're just catching up. It's family. We got Nora. We got Jason Derulo in the building. How y'all doing, fam?
Good.
Come
So
on.
good, so good.
How did this? I want to say, was it an unlikely connection, or how does a Canadian born, right, and then you're connecting overseas, making a song called Snake with Jason Derulo, who's
Right.
from California, and how does this connection actually happen?
It's insane, right? But that's what makes this project so global, so universal. Like you mentioned, born and raised Toronto, moved to India 10 years ago to pursue my Bollywood career. And but at the same time, in the last 5 years, I've been pursuing my musical career as a singer. And that involved, of course, me eventually being signed with a record deal here in the US. And I've been working with Tommy Brown, the producer of Snake, really closely to create sounds that would work here, but also globally. And we cracked Snake, and that's when he was like, we need Jason on board, because this is perfect for him.
We caught up, Jason, before in the halls, and we were talking about how when you got a hold of the song and you sang Nora's name at the beginning for the first time, and just what that feeling felt like. What did it feel like when you got a hold of this track and you just, I don't know, just knew that you had to be a part of it, that it was the perfect fit?
When Tommy came next door, because he lived 2 houses down.
Did you know that, by the way, that they were neighbors?
Because when he's like, let's do it with Jason, I'm like, oh, like, do you know him? He goes, that's my neighbor. I was like, oh, I said, okay, you know?
That's wild.
Crazy.
It just felt right, huh?
So he came in and he gave me the entire spiel. He played her music videos. He played songs, and he just gave me like the entire overview of Nora. And I was just like, well, damn, nobody's doing it like this anymore. Nobody's dancing and singing and has this full package, anymore. It doesn't exist. And then he played me the song, and I was like, I'm in. Like, let's go. And I did my verse that night.
Damn. Oh, wow. Did you expect to get the verse back within 24 hours?
No, because they FaceTimed me in the studio, and it was 6 a.m. in LA.
Damn.
And I'm like, guys, what are you doing up? We're recording the verse. I'm like, yes, let's go.
Yo, were you hopped up off of sugar off another Billy Mill, or what was it that kept you up at 6 in the morning, bro?
No, bro. I'm in the studio at that time.
Yeah.
That's my time. I'm a night guy. So, that's when people are making love. That's when people are drinking. That's when people are having dinner. I feel like the vibes are the best at night. So I'm going to bed usually around 6, 7 in the morning.
Okay, all right, yeah, he's a different type, man. Yeah, that's what
Clearly.
keeps Jason serious. Let's go in and let's dive into a little bit about you, Nora, and how scary maybe it was, or how exciting it was to transition into music and to really focus on that, and to lean into this chapter of your life, with the acting that you've done for a while, but now to really lean into being a musician.
Right, yeah.
What prompted that decision?
I always had it in the back of my head when I moved to India and I, started pursuing Bollywood. I'm like, okay, if I make it in Bollywood, and that's a big if, I'm not Indian, I had no connections in India, so it's quite a big step in my life. If I make it in India and I have a success story behind me, I'll make some money and I'm going to invest in a musical career and branch out globally. So I've always had that in the back of my mind.
Those are some massive aspirations, and I love that you stuck to your guns
It's
to do that.
crazy. I was an independent artist, like as a singer, for 4 or 5 years, since 2019, and I just signed with a label last year. And this is my first big, mainstream collab.
And how fun is it to know that you're working alongside, again, someone who works his tail off and who is globally recognized? We've talked about it at length, man. You visited some places on the planet where English is maybe their third or fourth language, and you're connecting through your music. What's it like to build this friendship, to build this relationship with someone who is so globally respected?
Oh, it's an honor. It honestly has been a big one for me. And just having him be so cooperative. Like, I brought him to India for the whole promo tour, dragged him everywhere.
What was that like, Jason? How fun was it? How crazy was it? How much coffee was involved?
Oh, man.
Nothing was involved. No food and no sleep.
Let's go.
I think I had a lot of Diet Coke, a lot of coffee, Red Bulls. Yeah, I had it all. But no food, though.
No food.
Yeah, they
I'm strict.
deprived me.
But the last day was a good one for me.
It was. The thing was that I wanted to go to India because I wanted to chase the butter chicken and the curry.
And the tandoori chicken.
And the light was at the end of the tunnel, but the tunnel was so damn long.
Yeah.
It was. I'm like, if you do all the promo, I might just feed you, you know?
I was like, Nora, we gotta sit down for a proper. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like we had meals, you know,
It was like-
and
You're
passing.
snacking.
Yeah.
You're going. Yeah.
Yeah,
And in the
but
song, in the verse, he says, I fly to Mumbai for some tandoori.
Yeah, you do say that, and you got none of it.
I ain't had no
There's a reason for you to
tandoori.
go back. There it is. Right here's a reason for you to go back. But,
No,
you
but
know,
it was so much fun, man. And I was just talking about this earlier. Even the paparazzi is super respectful, you know. Everybody is like really, really kind-hearted in India. I felt like I was welcomed with open arms. It felt like a home away from home.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so we got to talk Snake. Let's talk this record. Man, how did the first, or who was the first? That's what I should ask. Who was the first person that heard the final product that you played it for?
The first person that heard the final product?
Yeah, like a family member, friend, someone that you were like, yo, you got to hear this.
It was so I have a manager here, I have a
Yeah.
manager in India and in Morocco. The manager in Morocco is like my brother,
Yeah.
like he's family. He's the first one who heard it. And he goes, it's a hit. Shoot the video.
Let's go.
That's it, immediately.
Time to move.
Immediately, yeah.
Shooting the video, what was it like? What did you learn on the set, you know, from Nora, and maybe vice versa?
Man, I feel like in America we're not doing it the same.
Yeah.
I think videos become an afterthought, whereas you know what Nora is doing and what I've seen, you know, across the water, it's like people are really still putting emphasis on music videos. And I was just like, well, damn, that's it for me. There's no more slacking from that standpoint, because I think it's easy to fall into this zone because everybody in America is so social media centric that they forgot about the actual craft. You know what I'm saying? And like when it's all said and done, when I'm gone, like I think the more so than anything in the world, like I want people to have the creation,
Your legacy.
the legacy, the stories. I want them to have those kinds of things from me, and not just the things that I did on social media.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. You've been prolific at that in your career too, bro.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I remember, gosh, dude, being a part of some of the most amazing video releases. I mean, just swalla la la.
Oh, that was the first one that came on my mind, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything from, you've been so creative in challenging yourself, and to see that you found a counterpart, you know, with this one, and it's got those wheels in your brain churning again, man. That's got to be just something that's really encouraging you as you start to head into 2025 and beyond, huh?
100%.
Oh, dog, I love this. Are we afraid of snakes?
I am, but listen, the things I did with them to promote this song. I mean, I did this comedy video with a really famous influencer, D Storm, in LA, and he's like, "Look, I have a really cool idea. I'm gonna bring a real snake, and you're gonna dance with it."
Damn.
And I'm like, oh my God, no. Okay, fine, as long as we promote it. Then I had this radio interview in Dubai, and they brought the biggest snake I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's like this big.
What I'm looking dead in it. Was that you, Chris?
It was.
I
It
knew
was
it.
Chris.
I knew it.
How did you know it was
I knew
Chris?
Fade. Oh,
I'm
Chris,
sitting
dude, that's the
minding my own
family.
business, literally minding my own business, and he goes, "We have a special guest." I turn around, and there's like 7 guys picking up this dinosaur.
As Chris
crazy.
Fade does, man. Love you, dog.
Thought the guest was gonna be another artist or
Yeah, I thought it was you. I don't know, because you're always in Dubai.
Lastly, as we put a bow on this conversation, how proud are you of each other to have come together to create, this global hit, to do something that is connecting so many people, having met and formed this friendship and this relationship? How proud are you of each other that you were able to hit a home run?
I'm so proud. I'm actually proud of the entire team. I'm proud of the producer, Tommy Brown, and
Shout 'em
his
out.
team,
Say some
because
names. Go for
he's
it.
the one who suggested Jason. I'm proud of my direction team, Abdurrafia, our director of Snake, my manager, Amin, who really pushed this, because when he heard Jason is a part of this, he made sure he pulled out all the stops to make sure this happened. I'm just proud of the entire team, even the team in the U.S., the team in Morocco, my label. But I'm more proud of him because let me tell you, when I told him to do that hook step, that snake dance with me, with his stomach, he gave me this look as if he was going to say, hell no. But I'm like, Jason, trust me, just do it. It's going to go viral and people are going to love it. And it worked. And he was so sportive. And that's what I love about him.
That's the dude who can do it.
You know
what are you most proud of, bro?
I'm really proud of us. Two monumental moments in the last like week. So I had an Indian collab called Jalebi Baby that I did a couple of years back.
With Tesher.
And whenever an Indian person came up to me, they would be like, Jalebi Baby. I was at the airport, and a group of young Indian girls came up to me, and they were like, "Oh my God, this snake, a snake!" And I was just like, "Wow!" Like already, like it changed, like it's like the snake.
Wow.
And then just today, when I went to for lunch, I ordered room service for myself and my son, and the lady comes in, and she's like, "Oh my God, moving like a snake."
I know who you're talking about. She did the same thing with me yesterday.
Oh, word?
She's Asian looking, but she's from Tibet, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
where she was
Oh
from,
my
but-
God, that's insane. Can
That's
I
what
say
music
something?
does. Of course.
This is like exclusive. Only you know this, and you don't even know this. But when he was shooting the video for Jalebi Baby with Tesher, they approached me to be the video girl.
Wow.
In his video, and they messaged
Really?
me. Yeah, they messaged Steven, and then Steven asked me, and I said, no, I'm gonna be doing a collab with him one day. I promise you.
No
Ask
way.
Steven when you see him. Like, I'm not doing a video girl thing. I'm singing with him, and it happened like 2-3 years later.
That's
It's insane.
crazy.
Yeah, I
Hear you say
completely
that.
forgot to tell you this.
Yes, well,
That's
I'm
why
super
this
proud
is
of
supposed
you.
to happen. This is it right there.
Crazy.
And I tell you, watching these numbers get run up, you're talking like TikTok. There's billions. There are 100 millions on videos. It's because you two are just genuinely creating something that feels right in your heart. That's what you've done, and we've been able to talk about for a little bit more than a decade. Not to age ourselves. Black don't crack though.
Period.
But also what this song has been able to do, and it's just getting started.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you for supporting us.
No,
Thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much.
we're here for it. You're not going to get me to dance and move like a snake. That for damn
Oh my
sure.
God, really? I was planning we're gonna do it right
Nah.
now. Kidding.
No, not going down. It's Nora, it's Jason, it's Maxwell, it's KT. Love y'all. Appreciate the time,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Oh my God.